Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Edition with me, BringItDon. And we're going to attend the Inconsequent Debates. We are fatigued, but there's no combat, so I'm not worried about my dexterity and strength. We're just gonna head on inside.
A sting would be nice, don't you think?
Alright, a very pale gnome with dull brittle hair scribbling something busily on a small scroll, not looking up as you approach. Ah, here you are. At last. Go read the rules quickly. They're posted a little further along. The other teams already arrived a while ago. The host said we'll start as soon as you show up and read the rules. Of course, I'm famous enough for my admirers to follow my every move. But still, I'd like to know, how did you know we were coming? The gnome shrugs. The host said so. Well, you're going to keep wasting time? Read the rules and we'll start. Fixing his glasses, Jubilost looks at the paper describing the rules. Well, let's see. I'll read out loud so that everyone can hear. Rules of the Inconsequent Debates, year to be added later. I see the authors didn't overstrain themselves. So the rules. Item 1. Obey the host in everything. Item 2. Come in triplets. Item 3. No fighting, no killing each other. Even temporarily, even if you really want to. Even if you apologize later. Item 4. The most important one. The participant must say tentacles at least every 10 words. What's this nonsense? I expected to see tentacles. I mean, a description of the rules of the tentacles. Wait, what the... Am I really talking about tentacles all the time now? Jubilost turns his head from side to side. There's his hands in the air as if trying to close his mouth. Don Victus, I'm not joking. This is some kind of tentacles. It is making me say tentacles every few words. Perception, examine the rules. Something is obviously wrong here. I failed. Examination offers nothing. Just like anything else that involves the Fae, the rules scroll looks ordinary and suspicious at the same time. I don't know what to believe. Maybe it's supposed to be like this? So we're just going to leave it as it is? I have a better idea. Let Lindsay buy us some time. I'll talk to the other participants. Don't worry about anything. I'll go run to the host and ask him a few questions for my book. It'll buy you some time. You start looking for whoever is responsible for this. A little kobold raises his little snout at you. Greetings. Are you participating in the debates too? The kobold brightens. Yes, participate. I participate. What is this I hear? A kobold, a fellow tribesman of unforgettable Tartuk, darn his tentacles, has decided to participate in the debates? Kobold participate. The little kobold is very proud of himself. Why do you have those jerboas there? The kobold lowers his head. Fae say need 3. I know 3. I know friends. Wanted go very much. Caught this jump mice. Now we are 3. Participate. It's like a spell was cast over my friend when he read the rules. Did anything like that happen to you? I don't read. Gnome, help me. Read for me. Aloud. But then scream. I scared. So what do you want to ask the host if you win? I, dragon. How become dragon? Alright, I'll go. See you. Sir Alfrey. Greetings. I am Sir Alfrey, loyal follower of the Tentacles of Iomedae. Knight, noble, and crusader from Mendev. Tentacles. Oh yes. My knightly motto used to be courteous even in death, but I'm afraid it must now be changed to severing the tentacles of evil. In just a few phrases he managed to pour more pomposity on us than I can manage in a week. Quite a talent. The tentacles of evil. And why is it you want to change the motto, sir? You see, upon my arrival, I immediately went to read the tentacles of the event, but Guile already had me in its tentacles. The rules were charmed, and everyone who reads them must say tentacles every so often. Which is happening to me just now. Tentacles. If I can't get rid of this affliction, at least, tentacles, I can make it into my motto. Did you try to talk to the host about this? I did. In the name of tentacles. The Fae think that cheating within the rules is tentacles, and perfectly appropriate. As a true knight, I must overcome these tentacles resolutely. Do you have any idea who could have done this to the rules? It was done by one of the participants who allowed their tentacles to guide their heart. including you and me and my tentacles. 4 teams of 3 arrived. I swear by my tentacles, my service to the most honest Iomedai would never allow such tentacles. Nor would I suspect you and your outstanding companions, noble tentacles all. Look for the villain among the other 2 teams. Asir Mendevian Crusader. Truly spoken. Hope you have heard about our glorious tentacles. Our order fights demons fearlessly, preventing their tentacles from spreading across the world. You don't often meet Aasimar in these lands. Aasimars are not so uncommon in our tentacles. Celestials are known to aid Mendevian Crusaders in our war against the demons. Sometimes this camaraderie sparks a tentacle, personal attraction. But just the presence of a holy celestial nearby can sometimes cause the birth of an Aasimar child. See? Easy as tentacles. Is he an Aasimar? Can't see past the tree. Are you participating in the debates? I most certainly am, by my tentacles. I've come here to carry out the will of my tentacles, and set a good example for my tentacles, and possibly to find a new way to fight tentacles. That is, demons. If I win, the Fae might answer all my tentacles. I think I have to go. Before you leave, let me ask you, in the name of tentacles, don't consider it idle curiosity. What need brought you to the tentacles debate? That would be tentacles. Oh, Desna, help me. I meant that would be tentacles. Ugh. It was I who requested the Baron's help in this tentacles. Victory would allow us to find out what made gnomes leave the first world. I see you've fallen victim of the same affliction as tentacles. Oh, brother in arms. The knight's voice is filled with heartfelt solidarity. Indeed, but it shan't prevent me from receiving an answer from my tentacles. As you probably know, after leaving the first world, my kin suffer from tentacles, from the bleaching. I seek a way to end this terrible, terrible tentacles. In that case, I wish our worthy rivals good tentacles. In the name of truth, justice, and tentacles. He is an Aasimar. Okay. The pale gnome reads out aloud enthusiastically. The young wizard desperately thrashed about in his fetters, but all in vain. The shoots of the plants held him tightly. The nymph, cruel and beautiful, sneered at him, and immediately... And immediately what? And immediately anything. The left frog is mocking the right one. Does this book ever end? I thought the wizard would die in the last chapter, while he was running from the horde of unicorns through fields of giant fly traps. Oh, like you understand anything about literature, you stupid toad. The gnome looks at you. Ah, hello again, travelers. It seems I haven't introduced myself. I am Neard Zottenroppel, and these 2 idiots are my brothers, Viar and Luar. You suffer from the bleaching, don't you? She's dying from the bleaching. Jubilost's voice is grim. It's alright. I've still got a fair bit of fight left in me. The Zottenroppels don't go down easy. Neard smiles cunningly. My brothers and I lost our color long ago, but death still hasn't taken us. So what did the nymph immediately do to the wizard? It's too much to tell. She keeps him hostage for another 4 chapters. I like it when it's more like real life. In this author's last book, he escapes from the evil wizard in 5 minutes. Why are you calling those frogs your brothers? Ha ha ha. These fools read the rules, and the rules are charmed. Neard's colorless and dim eyes flare up with a mad and joyful fire. Anyone who reads them turns into a frog. So now I have 2 frog brothers. I guess I'll leave them as they are. When else will I ever have a chance to laugh so much? And why are they both frogs? Do they read them together? Yes, Neard responds quickly. Nah, the frog on the right says happily. Shut up, Luar. Of course we did. We read them and we transformed. Now we're sitting and croaking. The little kobold said one of you helped him read the rules. Yeah, that's true. But he wasn't trying to read the frog rules. They're different on every poll. One turns you into a frog, another makes you say tentacles, and the third one makes you scream like crazy. Hilarious, right? Not remotely. Are you participating in the debates? Sure, although really we're just here to see the show. We figured it would be fun, and we were right. You were confused, my friends. If one of you read the rules for the kobold, why isn't one of you screaming? How was it that both your brothers were turned into frogs? And if Neard already saw what happened and knew the rules were charmed, then why did she tell us to read them? Do you suspect us of something? Why would we charm the rules and read them ourselves? Or make you read them and put a spell on you? Neard adjusts her ridiculous helm and strikes a rakish pose. Let's just consider the tentacles. Who else would decide to make everyone else say tentacles? And who else would get caught in their own tentacles just for laughs? You're far-sighted and loud-voiced. I like you. Well, answer clearly. Did you charm the rules? Why are you picking on us? Our sister is the one who did it. Enough snitching, Loire. You're just jealous that it was Nerd who came up with the idea. And why did you do it? You're so boring. We wanted to, so we did it. Just think how funny it will be. Debates where all the participants are screaming or talking about tentacles or just croaking. Nerd roars with laughter. But we're honest players, so we charmed ourselves too. We wouldn't want an unfair advantage. We'll stop this immediately and release Jubilost from the spell. Croak. 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 We're just stupid frogs, so we understand nothing. Nerd pretends not to hear anything. Don Victus, I'd say, let's leave things as they stand. Tentacles should easily win the debates, even with the word tentacles constantly jumping out of my mouth. Do you think I won't use force, despite the rules about non-aggression? Lift the spell or else. Nerd looks at you angrily. I spent so much time getting this prank ready. If you only knew how hard it is when there's almost no color left in you. Fine, here you go. Ah, there you are. Glad I found you. I stalled for as long as I could, but now it's time to begin. Let's go, quickly. And so the debates begin. One moment. Alright, the hooded creature looks mundane, but after looking for a time, one might notice the figure's contours tremble and flow, as in a haze. Or, you know, like the blur spell. Welcome to the Inconsequent Debates. You can call us the host. We're the reason for all that happens here today. You've read the rules, have you not? Not that there is anything useful in them. We only made up the real rules the day after tomorrow, then forgot them and had to make new ones. So it's simple. You want as your reward for us to answer a question. So the competition will involve answering questions. We ask, and one in each triplet answers. And always the same one. The others can only prompt. Let's see. It'll be you, little kobold, you, Sir Alfrey, you, Nerd, and you, Don Victus. Remember one thing. Here at the Inconsequent Debates, there are no right or wrong answers. Every answer has weight, and each will be weighed. Don't choose the lightest one. Your rival might find a heavier argument. And most importantly, light answers are no fun for us. Why are you referring to yourself in the plural, host? You hear laughter emerge from under the hood. You know very well, you've met us, Don Victus. But it was a different us at a different time. For now, be satisfied that we do not wish to disclose ourselves. Tell us, why do you creatures from the First World need to organize all this? Win the competition and ask. Those are the rules of the game, right? Hell no, we're not wasting a precious question to discover the motives of the Fae and their lords. I don't have the imagination to think how absurd and silly their answer might be. Well, let's begin. Begins. The kobold jumps from joy. We are ready. The knight nods resolutely, despite the tentacles. Alright, let's see how tough they have it in the First World. Some of you look so serious. Thus we'll begin with a question about weighty matters. What can move a mountain? Jubilost, Lindsay, what's our answer? Oh, I shouldn't have skipped my philosophy lessons at the academy. Such problems baffle me. It's not because I can't think of an answer, but because I think of 1,000 of them at once, and don't know where I can hide from them. Let's see. We're dealing with Fae in the First World, and they told us clearly that trivial answers won't cut it. I think the good answer is its own will. In the First World, mountains often change position, and there's at least one that does it of its own free will. That's Ulas, one of the Tain, the walking mountain. Yeah, its own will. We heard you. What will the others say? What can move a mountain? The little kobold frowns desperately. Maybe dragon? Dragon can move mountain. Faith and divine intervention. Do you hear, my faithful tentacles? Faith nourishes us. With devout faith in our tentacles and a righteous cause, everything is within our tentacles. A teleportation spell. Ha ha ha. I could probably manage moving a hill or two. In fact, that gives me an idea. We have heard you. Now you hear us. Of course, gods and magic can move mountains. But that answer is good for any question. How can one jump over the house? Magic? How to paint a fence yellow using blue paint. Divine intervention. Such light answers are the weakest. A good answer is its own will. Will and desire lie at the base of all our motions, action, and decision. If a mountain has a will, it will surely find a way to move. That was an interesting round. Let the next question be heard. What weakens when owned by many and dies if owned by none? Jubilost? That's a no-brainer. It's glory. It can't belong to many because then it's devalued. And it can't belong to no one either. That is incorrect. I believe it's secret. I remember some of these. I think I got one of them wrong last time I did this. Because I think I went with Jubilost's answer every time. But it is a secret. Little Kobold looks as if he's about to cry. I don't know this. Maybe it's dragon? It's the knight's heart. I swear by my tentacles. It can belong to himself, or to his righteous cause, or to his greatest tentacles. It can't belong to everybody. VR, look how I can roll my eyes. Fools, concentrate on the competition. This won't do. We won't accept the answer from the Zottenroppel triplet this round. But you are a spectacular eye roller. Now as for the other answers, the heart is not the best answer. Even among knights, there are many whose hearts belong to beautiful women, and a beloved mother, plus their friends, their commander, their righteous cause, and a delicious lunch. Especially a delicious lunch. And it doesn't seem that those hearts that belong to many grow any weaker. A secret is a good answer. The more souls know it, the less mysterious it is. But without a single bearer, it will die. Your triplets win this round, Baron. Hear the third question. Each of us is born at the same time with a monster. Each day we live, it grows. It can torment, bring us joy, or kill us without a single wound. What is it? What do you say, Jubilost? Considering that question is asked by a representative of the Fae, the answer could be anything from singing to the love of pastries. But let's think logically. The last part of the riddle can easily be ignored because just about anything in the world can aid or ruin you depending on the circumstances. What's important is that the riddle clearly points to some equality or property of a living creature. Something that is born with us. Another point, it grows. I would say knowledge. Each new day brings something new, so our knowledge of ourselves and the world keeps growing. For some, though, this process is ridiculously slow. And it is knowledge. We have heard you. What will the others say? What is the monster? Little Kobold grabs his head, stressed. Maybe it's dragon? that poor Kobold. It's curiosity. It is born with us, it grows day by day, it saves us from the bleaching, and if you only knew how many it's killed. I don't know if the answer will do, but the greatest tentacles is the one that lives inside us. We grow a tentacles beast in our soul. We feed it with wrath, neglect, and tentacles. Eventually it could break free and kill us. But tentacles must admit, the same beast gives strength to villains and tentacles. The poison we feed our monsters only nourishes them. Interesting answers, except for the dragon. The dragon doesn't count, alas. Curiosity is also insufficient. The monster we described must, by its own nature, grow. Many see their curiosity dim over the years. We like the answers about knowledge and the inner beast, but both seem somewhat light. We expected something more substantial. We declare that both Sir Alfrey and Don Victus, along with their triplets, shall share the victory for this round. But remember, the victory shared by two is half the victory. I swore that knowledge was the correct answer. Maybe this is always the same. I don't remember. Alright, one final trial, and we'll sum up the results. I grow tired of questions. Do you know the game of Knight, Dragon, Snag? The knight defeats the dragon burns the snag. If the knight walks in the woods, he will stumble on the snag and die. That's why the snag defeats the knight. Children's games. Great. These are the Inconsequent Debates. Why not play a game? So, you break up into pairs and yell out your chosen word at the signal. The one who shouts knight defeats the one who shouts dragon. The one who shouts dragon defeats the one who shouts snag, and snag defeats knight. We'll play Sir Alfrey against the Kobold, and Nerd Zottenroppel against the Baron. The winners will then play each other. Is the first pair ready? Yell on 3. 1, 2, 3. Knight. Dragon. This was all too predictable, but charming in a way. The host is obviously enjoying the game. It's a good thing we didn't look ahead. It's much more fun to see it unfold like this. Sir Alfrey wins. Now for the second pair. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Dragon. Dragon. Neard shouts, performing a spot-on impersonation of the kobold, then falls over laughing. Looks like her own amusement is more important to her than the competition. A tie. Let's go again. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Knight. Snag. Snag, snag, snag. Hooray! Neard Zottenrappa wins this round. Don't sigh so mournfully, Sir Jubilost. Your disappointment will make all the flowers within 100 steps wilt and die. Besides, all is not lost. The results have yet to be tallied. The final pair, Neard against Sir Alfrey. 1, 2, 3. Sir Alfrey takes a deep breath with his mighty chest, but then the curse takes over. Tentacles. Neard begins, but then she hears what her opponent has shouted, refuses to finish, and doubles over with laughter. No one wins the round. Well, it was fun anyway. And now it's time to announce the winner of the debates. After 4 tests, the triplet of the Baron and Sir Jubilost wins. It was most amusing, children. Most amusing. You should know that this is rare praise from us. Congratulations, sirs and ladies. I swear by my tentacles, it was a worthy struggle. Baron, as the voice of your triplet, you may ask us the one question promised, and another question besides that, as an extra reward for the ingenuity or luck you demonstrated in the competition. Don Victus, do you remember? The fate of the Jubilost suddenly stops talking. He opens and closes his mouth, but makes not a sound. Have a silent spell, mate. Ha ha ha. I love it. Now what's he going to do? Come, brothers. Let's run. Now everything is in your hands, Don Victus. Think well upon your questions. We'll answer honestly, but I don't know is an honest answer. Ask about what a host from the First World might know. I want to know why the gnomes left the First World. There is the question. We knew it would be asked, but a simple answer, a light answer, has no value, right? We hope our debates convinced you of this. That is why we present you another answer, a good one, a valuable one. Numbers will help you on your way. One of them is 5th and 10. It will be easy to find if you read. Who opened the road for the ancient dead man, and his black-feathered messenger. The second is 12 times in a dozen, and is thrice the number of those who lost their faces. Don't try to guess it now, it's not yet time. Wait until he who is born twice will twice be defeated. Put the 2 numbers together, when the moon leaves her path, near the waters of the Candlemere, find the one who will open the secret. So this actually hints at a lot of stuff that happens later in the game, specifically open the road for ancient dead man and his black-feathered messenger. Thrice the number of those who lost their faces. Wait until he was born twice will twice be defeated. The moon leaves her path. I don't remember what that... Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's also... It's not a major event, though. That's specifically for this quest. A heap of senseless mumble instead of a... First walk the road, then you may accuse us of being senseless. But in the end, you won't. You know what? Yeah, I want to know who my love is, with whom I'm bound to tie my lot. We would like to know why this question is so popular. Alright, let's see. This hasn't happened yet, and this we've seen, so it's for you. Oh my goodness. So for you, it's in the future, and this is a fragment of the past, an important one. The host keeps mumbling like this for a while. You seem to have a real appreciation for horns and tails. You're playing with fire, and that's a game that can end tragically, though it can also bring an unexpected and happy outcome. Everything is in your hands. We see no one in your heart. It seems you prefer the solitary road, but you haven't yet met with your desire. That was your final question. We have the answer, and yet we don't. But what an adventure. Don Victus, we'll have to discuss this further on our return to the capital. Farewell, Don Victus. Ah, we almost forgot. The host turns to the kobold. You little creature. You didn't win, but you managed to make us laugh. Do you want to come with us? No promises you'll turn into a dragon, but still. The kobold jumps from joy, but then carefully asks, pointing at his jerboas. Take my friends? Yes? Alright, fine. The hooded creature laughs. Listen all. The Inconsequent Debates are now closed. We spare all of you the effects of the Zottenroppel tricks and bid you farewell. Well, I'm glad that the kobold had a happy ending. So, I guess... because it said that I don't have anybody in my heart. I've been trying to pursue the romance as much as I can, but there hasn't been a... I'm assuming I just can't progress it to her next quest, which is out of my hands.
In due time.
The Fae are no match for my ingenuity. The debates, the Fae, and their mysteries, and most importantly, we don't have to fight anyone. I like this adventure. Alright, then we're going to head towards the Swamp Witch's hut. We might be able to take out the poachers real quick. I swear it was a random encounter and not... I think I had an assigned region.
Would be nice, don't you think?
I should probably rest.
I like reading books. Back at the temple, I spent many hours among dusty folios and rugged manuscripts.
Oh, the books you have there must be so boring. Biographies of saints, the teachings of the enlightened. Boring. Legends and sagas are completely different.
May we have a moment of respite?
Not yet, Tristan. We gotta try and take care of these poachers. And I think we have to go all the way back up to his darn town to turn it in, which is super not cool. I have no idea where it's at here. So we'll just follow the main road down.
Should move. I'm there.
Here we go. What's this? Oh, gnat's buzzing in the air. Never mind. Well, shoot. Where does it take place at? Well, hello.
Applause, please.
Can I do anything with this? No.
I do what I must. Ha! A trivial task.
Nice way to go up this way. I swear, is it not here?
It's Time to act.
Again, I don't want to waste too much time trying to do this because I do want to go find the lost brother before it fails. Because last time I failed that quest. I have no idea.
I'm there.
Is it in this area? Was I wrong? Let's go check over here, I guess. And then, if I don't find him, I'll call it an episode.
Spells, poisons. The art of killing is so diverse these days. A shame one life is not enough to master them all.
I thought it was a random encounter, but alright, you know what? I think let's just check it. Yeah, I'll check over here. If not, I'm gonna load the save from the other area so we don't waste all that time. Yeah, screw that. I'm gonna load all the way back here. Because again, I am on kind of a time crunch, trying to find the brother and everything.
Would be nice, don't you think?
So we'll find that one when we find it. I'm not gonna fret about it. So I was positive. I don't know why it would.
A moment of respite.
Why is it marked as the? I guess I had to mark it somewhere. Again, I don't know why it's marked like that. Yeah, I guess I'll head back to the capital, and then after that, we'll head east. When I head to the capital, I want to see if I have time to claim Lake Silverstep region, or just the Silverstep region. Before I have to go to Varnhold. So do I have anything in here? I think I have someone that wants to talk to me. We can probably take care of that real quick. I just want to make sure. No, I don't. All I have is the region. Do I have... Alright, I'm the treasurer. Let me make sure I don't have any free buildings real quick. As well. Because I keep forgetting to check that. I don't think... Yeah, no more free... No more freebies. Did I have a bulletin board here? Oh, I do. Okay. I don't think you can stack it anymore. You used to be able to stack bulletin boards for the +2 bonus for resolving problems in the region when the game first came out, but I think they nipped that in the bud real quick. Nope, not what I meant to do. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Jeez, I keep losing my train of thought. Alright, let's see if I have anything to sell, and then if not, I will go off camera. I'm going to see if I can claim Silverstep and upgrade Bartholomew without consequence.
Adventures can wait. In due time.
Oh wait, hold on, we never read Mygar's letter. If I can find it, that's what we'll do. Oh no, maybe it was the letter from Jamandi Aldori. Yeah, alright, it is this one. Don Victus, I have a problem, and no one else to turn to but you. I need someone to travel to a town south of Restov, Varnhold. The town was founded by Magar Varn. You met him at the reception to celebrate your new title. Recently, I've stopped getting reports from him. I didn't pay much attention to it, but in the past week, not a single traveler, merchant, or messenger from Varnhold has showed up in Restov. No one knows what has happened to the town. If I were you, I'd make sure I was ready for this journey. The plains of Dunsword are dangerous. Also, we have yet to find out what was it that cut off communication with Varnhold. An attack, arcane magic, or some epidemic or plague. But I've gladly investigated the matter, but the current state of affairs dictates I refrain from dealing with this personally. I am counting on you and your help. Head out for Dunsword and find out what, or who, stands behind the vanishing of Varnhold. Your friend and ally, Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. Okay, and I'm actually going to do something. I'm going to bring Harem when we go that way as my cleric.
I'm there.
And I'll explain why when it comes up. Anyway, I'm going to call it here. Again, off camera, we're going to see if I can claim Silver Step without any consequence, and if so, that's what we'll start with next episode, and then we'll try and upgrade Bartholomew Delgado. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.